Well, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed morning time with morning. I missed coffee time, Jeffy Bear in the morning, but I got the empty cup. But anyways, okay. It's probably going to be long. I hope not, but I'll try to shorten it up by talking a little quicker. And hold on, gotta get rid of that beeping. Okay. Anyways, I've read some of the comments that came in yesterday. There was a mail suggestion. That's why I didn't do it earlier, because voila, I got the mail started, so the stickers will be handed out. If I've missed anybody, just give me a couple of weeks or whatever. But I don't know why I did it, but I set it up so I got mail here, mail there, and yeah, I should have done it differently. But anyways, I hope it works out. Anyways, well, let me know if you didn't get any stickers and you paid for it. Just remind me sometime, and I have no problem making sure you get them. Okay, that's one thing. As somebody said, get that off your shoulder, so we're working on that. The other thing was, people are mentioning about my wooden window. Yes, I know. One, it's a messy job. I have to take everything out just to get to it, which is fine, but it's a messy job, and next couple of days it's going to be raining, but I will get onto it, and I have to do some fine cutting and trimming to get it in there, but it will get done. And that's one of the reasons why my place is such a mess in the back, but it's not as messy as it used to be. So you should have seen it before. Well, you couldn't see it before because I wasn't doing YouTube then, but I had everything I owned back there, and I used to take everything I owned off, put it on the floor, reverse, every day, every night. Anyways, okay, now some of you might not, I don't know if you like it or whatever, but I've heard some people talk about illnesses and stuff, so it's almost like we're going to have a game and who's got the most illnesses. And the reason I say that, okay, it's what I find for me, one of the secret to my success, and I think I'm successful. Doctors might not agree with me, but I don't really care about that. The reason I'm successful with me about my illnesses, I've grown to accept them. I didn't like them. I fought them. I did everything I could to sort of like say, go away, I don't want you. It doesn't work that way. So, illnesses. I might repeat a couple that might be the same, but I'll try not to. Okay, what do I got here? And pardon me because I got a big list here, but I'll get back to this. I've been a diabetic since I'm 11. Type 1. I've been a bedwetter since I was a kid, and I didn't stop until I was 22 years old. My wedding night, I peed the bed. Yeah, that's me. Did that. I still have my kidneys. Well, I don't pee the bed anymore. I'm not a bedwetter anymore. However, my kidneys do leak protein, and that's always a concern. I've been doing that for years, and I have, from drinking too much, I have a swollen liver. That doesn't really cause me problems, but makes me a little bit chunkier than I probably would be. Neuropathy, I guess the legs and stuff. I got bad knees. I busted my knee. I got pins and needles in my knee. I busted my fibula. I got wire mesh around that when I was a kid. I have arthritis now for my hands. I have depression. This is a little touchy. I don't want to say a little depression. I mean, depression is depression. For the longest time, I don't feel like ending myself anymore. I don't feel like harming myself or anything like that. And I never really harmed myself, just once. Some people mark up and stuff, and I feel very bad for that. Nothing like that. And a few times, the only reason why I want to end my life was because things weren't going my way, or things weren't going, I think there was alcohol involved in some of them. And like when I was 14 years old, I tried to hang myself, and the tie broke, and I didn't even think God wanted me anymore. So I sort of like went on a little rant for that. So, and recently, just feeling down, but they tell me I'll have depression from being a diabetic. I'll have depression from being an alcoholic. I'll have depression from different things. I got mood swings and stuff. And, so yeah, so I got mental health issues. I don't take any pills for it or anything. My biggest thing with my therapist that I talk to every now and then, every 3 months or something, he'll call me over the phone. And yeah, basically when I walked in to see him one day, he wanted to prescribe me pills, and I said, I don't want pills. I said, I think just talking and getting stuff out will help me. And well, in my opinion, it has. And he said, first time I seen you, I wanted to give you pills, and you don't seem like you need them now. And that's the thing. So I'm a big fan of talking. Okay, so yeah. So let me see. I'm overweight, obviously, or obese, as they say. So I got to deal with that too. And hands and feelings. When I say hands and feelings, well, they're swollen, as you can see. And because of being a diabetic for so long, all my feely touchies there, they don't work so well. So that's why I got a lot of dropsies. I got dropsies in my foot too. That means that the muscles in my feet don't respond properly. So every now and then when they get tired, it's like clunk, clunk, clunk as I walk. Anyways, okay. I got lymphedema. I think I said that before. I got vertigo. Close my eyes or whatever. Sometimes I get dizzy. I've had 2.5 toes amputated because of diabetes. A lot of that diabetes stuff is caused by me because I didn't behave myself, or I wanted to do things my way, but it doesn't work that way. My sugars were out of control, and at times they still can be because, well, you all remember the bag of chips I ate the other day. Yeah, sometimes they still can be. So I'm still dealing with that sometimes. So yeah, my feet are a size 9, but since I've had all these amputations, or 2.5 toes, but it's not just the toe, they took off half the foot in some cases, and or a quarter of the foot, not half, that's exaggerating. But yeah, they took that off, and yeah. So my size, I usually take a size 9, and now I'm down to a size 8.5, and almost like a 7. Because I still need the width, because your feet can't rub or anything like that, because they'll be cutting more stuff off. So there you go. I'm dealing with that every day. I got COPD. I got sleep apnea. I had quadruple bypass. I got 3 stents, or I did. I've had eye surgery, both eyes taken out of my head, 28 stitches in one and 30 some in the other. I got high blood pressure, I got cholesterol, got thyroid problems, I wear hearing aids, and my legs keep on swelling. Well, we all know that. Yeah. Other than that, I'm fine. But okay, all seriousness, and that's the thing, okay, all seriousness. I said, my illness, you have to learn to accept what you got. You're not going to get rid of it. I don't care what you do. If you got type 1 diabetes, it's different than type 2. Type 2, you got a chance if if they catch it soon enough. Type 1, there ain't no going back. I've never heard, ever, in my 40-some years, that anybody ever got out of type 1 diabetes. And if they did, I'm pretty sure they misdiagnosed the person. Because you ain't getting out of it. As far as I know, that's what I was always told. Well, I was told you ain't getting out of it. So you got to learn to accept it, and you got to learn to deal with it. Whatever way you deal with it. You want to play hardball? Well, you're going to have consequences. Things are going to fall off, or things aren't going to work as well as they do. Oh yeah, and the other big thing. All the little fine stuff they say in the diabetics things, like impotent, losing fingers or losing toes, amputation, heart attacks. Eyesight, I have them all. All. I used to call it, well, Ed, erectile dysfunction. Ed was my best friend. And that's what I called him. I said, oh yeah, me and Ed. I mean, that's it. You know, I'm 63 years old, so that's fine. But I mean, yeah, all that stuff happens. And all that stuff you got to live with. You can get mad, you can get angry, you can bounce your head off a cement wall. It ain't going to change it. And that's why I say acceptance. And, in some cases, forgiveness. That's a big, important thing. I screwed up a lot of my life because I was a butthole. I didn't want to listen. I did not want to do what I was supposed to do. I thought I knew better. People were there willing to help me and show me. I did not want to fall in line with what they were telling me. So, forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself for the screw-ups you did. We all make them, but it's a must. You got to forgive. And once you learn to accept and forgive, then you can laugh about yourself. Yep. And that's why I laugh. I'm not laughing because I'm trying to laugh it away or whatever. No, I laugh at it because it's, downright funny. You know, doctors come up to me and ask me, oh, you look all right. You look pretty normal. And I said, I tell them, well, read the chart. Or the real funny one is, I have one doctor didn't want to put me on disability, and he kept on saying, you're not disabled. You don't look disabled. I just told you about my leg problems, no feelings, everything's going. Like, I have a hard time walking sometimes, and vertigo and everything. He says, you don't seem to be having a problem. He says, you shouldn't be on disability. You should be down. We have a subway system here. You could be down there selling newspapers. Standing up all day selling newspapers. That's pretty good, Doc. With bad legs and back circulation and all this other BS. Yeah, we'll go do that. We'll get a job tomorrow. But you gotta laugh at shit like that. I'm sorry. You just gotta laugh at that. Like, really? You got a PhD and this is all you can come up with? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, and I also got one leg shorter than the other now because I was helping a friend do his roof. And I told you I had vertigo. And I spun around. This is a few years back now. And he's passed now. He's passed now, Mo. But yeah, I turned around and I was going to go crashing into the scaffold. So I was overweight then too. My head didn't think I was overweight, but my body said, yes, you're fat. Don't jump. But I jumped anyways, and I cracked my heel. They did not want to operate on my heel. So basically, my heel doesn't do this stuff. It's just sort of like, I can do a little bit. And I definitely, if these were my toes, I can't spread my toes like most people can or do this with my toes. No, they're just there. That's why when I was doing the bumper and people were mentioning, oh, you shouldn't be there without your shoes on. Well, I'd like to inform you that I wasn't there without my shoes on. I started putting the bumper on with my shoes on, and because my feet can't sort of like flex and do all that, my shoes fell off. That's why my feet were naked. Anyways, these are all the things I got to live with. I'm not asking for, I keep on saying that, but I'm not. And I'm not. I'm not asking for any sympathy because of all that, but that's the crap I got to do every morning. That's the stuff I got to live with. Yes, if I behave myself a little bit, things will get a little better. But all that stuff that I have, being a diabetic, taking insulin every day, 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, it's not a cure. It just keeps me alive. And it's not good for your body. Doctors have told me that insulin's not the greatest for you, but it will keep you here. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay as long as I can and do as much as I can. And every day doesn't matter. Every day, crap is going to come at you. It's called life. So, you gotta, like I said, if you can accept it and you can sort of like live with it and you can laugh at yourself, like really laugh at yourself. I mean, it's all right. You gotta accept it. So you just laugh. Oh yeah. So I walk a little funny now, you know. Somebody today, one of my people that follow me, she'll know who she is when I say this. She was saying, oh, I could probably run circles around her. Well, she's probably correct, because my right leg is shorter than my left leg. So if I did start to run, I probably would run circles around her, because that's why I don't hunt anymore, because I get lost in the bush. I start here and I end up here, because I walk in a complete circle. And if I want to go straight, I got to lean to the left. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. And you got to learn to laugh at that, man. You do. It's just like, oh, another day in paradise. Yeah, okay. You know, it's, I don't remember, like, this was good for me. I don't know if it's good for you. And this was good for me because I wrote down a whole list of all the stuff that's wrong with me, because sometimes I forget. And I look and I said, holy jeez, man. Yeah, I got a few things, I guess, eh? It's how you deal with it. I mean, it's how you accept it. Yeah, I know it hurts when other people laugh at you, but you got to learn to laugh at yourself, so maybe it won't hurt as much. You know, be easy on yourself. People have told me that. You know, I mean, I knew a lot of this stuff, but you guys out there had drilled it in my head to remember to be easy on Jeff. Don't be so rough on yourself. But I have a hard time with that, obviously. But, you know, some days are good, some days are bad. But a lot of my problem was I felt sorry for myself and I didn't get up off my ass and did what I needed to do. Oh, no. I mean, life is still going to go at you like this. It don't matter if you're like, or if you say, okay, let's catch up, or let's try to do the... All I ask myself is just to do the best you can. That's why I look a little funny doing stuff, and that's why sometimes it takes me a while to get the things done or whatever. It's because I don't always feel up to par to do it. But overall, and I knew this going in here, isn't that funny? I have a hard time standing up. I have a hard time doing a lot of things. I buy a short van, I can't stand up in it. But I also bought a van that makes me have to work on it and do things that I wouldn't normally want to do. Like, probably most of you don't realize I'm claustrophobic. And I live in a van. And I don't like to go underneath my van and put up bumpers or anything else. And I have done them all. And I'm not saying yippee for me. I'm just saying, no, that's the time when you're going to have to push yourself and do it. No, if nobody else is going to do it. I'm lucky lately. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. That's why I say I'm blessed. I got blessings, you know. People like Chrome that help me. Joseph has helped me. Even Emmy has helped me taking off the stupid mirror off my wall here, off my outside of my van. And I ain't gonna forget Mark. Mark has helped me tremendously. You know, I mean, he said, "Oh, you did some sanding." Yeah, I did some sanding, but basically the paint thing, that's him. That's it. That's all him, and I'm extremely grateful for that. But yeah, so you know, we all got our different problems, and you know, believe it or not, some are worse than I have, and I've seen them. I mean, I've seen people with no leg. I was going to tell you a story about that. I remember one time, this is when I was younger, I remember one time I was in the hospital and they were doing sometimes hospitals do bed checks and stuff, or not bed checks, but moving beds from different rooms and stuff. Anyways, I've been talking to this gentleman. He was native, Aboriginal, I guess now. But yeah, and he was pretty cool. And I remember I was talking to him. I used to talk to him all the time, and we used to walk up and down the hallway and talk. And one day I was coming by his room that he was in, and I seen him pull out his bed, and I seen his legs. So I said, he's in his bed. So I started talking to him, and all of a sudden he came up from behind me, and he said, "Well, who are you talking to?" And I looked around, and he was in a wheelchair, and I said, I thought I was talking to you. And when they pulled his bed out, it was just his legs. And he started to laugh. I said, what the hell? He says, oh yeah, he goes, I used to have a drinking problem. I said, yeah? He goes, I was coming home one night and he said, I was so tired, I thought I found a good spot to sleep. And then I got awoken by a train going by me. Well, it didn't go by him, went right over his legs. Anyways, and, you know, so I said, holy, and he goes, oh yeah, he goes, you know, I guess next time I better find a better spot to sleep. I mean, and he laughed about it. And basically, that's what I'm telling you. You gotta learn to accept. Learn to accept what you have, because it ain't going away. Chances are it ain't going away. You know, I mean, if you got dandruff, you can get rid of that. But if you got some illnesses that are really hardcore, chances are you ain't getting rid of that. I mean, you can't beat cancer and you can't beat some other things. And with exercise and stuff like that, yeah, you can change the high blood pressure, the cholesterol. I mean, I think I'm starting to change that too by eating a little bit better. You know, I don't like pills, but I mean, I got to be on some of these pills. So all I'm saying is, you know, you have to learn to accept it. If you accept it, then you can clear out your mind, and then you may be able to attack it in a different way. And you know, and I've seen people that follow me or whatever. I've seen them. They used to be like pretty big, and now they're pretty skinny, and they're doing exercises and walking, and they're beating cancer, and they're all this stuff. And I mean, and I respect that. It's like they're doing something. They're not just sitting at home on the couch wallowing. And I'm not saying everybody, I mean, not everybody can do, yeah, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying because if you are doing that, I'm not saying because, oh, you're just, no. Because some people can't do a lot of things. And I understand that. But I also seen people that just take their hand and push a quarter or something 3 inches across the table. And the reason that is so impressive because they've been paralyzed for a long time and they can have a hard time doing that. To me, that's impressive. Don't give up. That's impressive. You know, we all got one life to live. We all got to live it the best way we can. Doesn't matter what you got. Just don't give up. And by me talking, people keep on telling me it's because some of the stuff I say or whatever helps them. Well, you can have it all, because I'll do my best. But yeah, just don't give up. It's the secret to my success. Forgive myself and don't forget and don't give up. That's all I got. Anyways, on that note, I love you all. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and yeah, have yourself a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.